Now, I don't really like coming at gamers and stuff like that, unless they're cheating and shit like that, and they're just fucking up the community. Pardon me. But these guys right here, I actually watch their content. I like some of their content, but when they just be dunking on NFT games, which I understand. Completely, they're rightfully so dunking on NFT games because all these games suck. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's not one. I believe, not because he's one of my idols, but I think Dead Drop has at least potential to be one of the top NFT games to sit up there with us, right? Because I think Dr. Disrespect is actually going to do right with this game. So I will say, okay, so I believe that Dead Drop and maybe Illuvium will sit at the top with this Story of Abraxas. I'm calling it. I already know that we're going to be the best NFT game. We're not even an NFT game. We're not an NFT game. Just want to make that clear. We're not an NFT game. We just use the technology to verify and just authenticate the person that owns the shit. That's basically it. And also, let's talk about this. The video we're going to react to is why NFTs is actually important, you jackasses. Now, I know that every NFT game other than Dead Drop and Illuvium, I really don't know what's going on over there, but I don't know if they're on some BS over there yet. I don't know. But so far from what I was watching them, they was doing great, right? So I would just say Dead Drop and Illuvium, and us too, right? And what we're doing that's different than the other crap that you see out there, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really see any other project. And if there are any other projects that's out there that's actually legitimate, then please put in the comment, and I will actually contact those people and we do some business together. And we would do a collaboration where you see your NFT game inside of our project. We're not an NFT game, so let's just throw that out the way. We're just using NFTs to do what we gotta do. Without further ado, let's stop ranting. Let's get into the damn video.
Yeah. Man down, now it's time for the angel of death, make a cloud like rainfall. Your end, make it slow, make it painful. One ring on the back, but it twinkle.
This is my third time literally recording this part right here. I want to say this. These two guys, I like these guys and I watch these guys. So it's my third time recording this. So I don't know what's going on. OBS is not recording my stuff. So I'm not going to do the whole video. I'm going to just do the parts where you see it playing up to. Just so you can hear the fuckery that's being said here. And I like these guys. I watch these guys a lot, but they dunk on every Web3 thing that comes out. They don't give no chance. They hear Web3 NFTs, they got out of here. Now, I want to say this again. Our game is an NFT game. We just use the technology of it, right? Now, listen to what they're saying. And also, the bullshit they're about to say makes the companies that say that we don't know what we want, they make it looks valid. This fuckery right here makes the Blizzard and those jackasses, those guys that are completely out of touch with life and gaming, it makes it look like that these guys are right about us.
So here's a funny thing to talk about, right? Let's just say you spend some money on a coffee machine, on some appliance, or anything like that in your house. You've bought a thing, you continue to use that thing, and you could say that it has some sort of real form of value. Now, what's beginning to happen is more and more we are spending money in things that don't exist, but they sort of do exist within the games that we play. And the thing with live services, becoming more and more part of the industry, is, well, what are we buying? And is that investment real? And can it just be unfairly taken away from you?
Yeah, also how about...
I want to stop this here at 36 seconds to say that these two guys shit on every NFT project. Now, I get it. I understand that any NFT project but ours, Dead Drop, and probably Illuvium. I don't know. I don't pay attention to them anymore. But I used to watch them and it would look like they were going the right way. But I believe that Dead Drop and us is in this story of Abraxas, and Dead Drop is like the only thing that's really out here that's cooking some shit. We out here cooking some shit up. You know what I'm saying? That actually makes sense for the space that's not predatory to the gaming community. Now, I can't really go full into what Doc is doing, but I know for a fact that we are only for the gamers. Now, everything that these guys are saying right now is some fuck shit. 36 seconds in, there's already fuck shit being said. Now, are we investing the money and time into these things, but it could be unfairly taken from us? Isn't that the point of what NFTs are supposed to be in gaming, right? But now, I know y'all want to say, what's happening now is not what's up. Now things like Gary Vee and people like Gary Vee and all these motherfuckers, they're saying that you could take one game stuff if you have the NFT and take it to another. So if you see something that Myths, if you see a nice car on Myths, you could take it to Grand Theft Auto and drive it in Grand Theft Auto. I'd let you know for sure that I will sue Rockstar ass off the planet if I see Myths stuff inside of Grand Theft Auto. It's not going to happen. NFTs are not going to talk like that. They are receipts and proof of ownership, right? And just to make sure, just to keep track of things. They're not what people think they are. And that's what we're using them for, what they actually are for. So I get that. On that aspect, I get that. But their point on all NFTs are bad, or whatever the case may be, we don't, these guys are the two same guys that got videos saying it. There's another video of them saying this. We don't want to have business in our game. We don't want to have where it's like a job or whatever the case may be. Basically saying that they don't want to put time into gaming and have something to get back out of it. This is that, I'm paraphrasing, but this is exactly what they was basically saying. It's like, what are we doing here? My whole point of this video, again, I said I did this 3 times. I'm not gonna do it. We're not gonna just no. And I forgot everything I said anyway. But I'm passionate about it, so I remember most of it. I don't remember. I'm just gonna say the same thing basically because it's just fuckery. My whole point is, would you guys give a chance to an NFT game that actually was created by a gamer that hates everything that you guys are talking about, right? Same thing. I'm going through the same thing as you guys go through. Would you actually give a chance to that person that's one, a businessman that understand why the gaming companies do some of the things that they do, not all the things, because some of that shit is fuckery. But one, businessman, built successful businesses. 2, an actual real gamer. Spend thousands of dollars on all the games. So I understand everything they're about to say right here. Spend games on things I wish, like Magic Gathering is one of the games I spend the most money on. I wish I can sell some of my Magic cards in there because it's just like an actual TCG. I should be able to trade and sell some of those cards like an actual real TCG. They don't bring the feel of a real. You get what I'm saying? All right, so let's continue with these guys.
How much investment is money versus how much is time? What even are video games?
Yeah,
in a really weird sense.
Especially as we focus in more on the idea of time is money. And a lot of games want to monetize that idea.
And they want to get that because they want to aim for time on brand. They want to aim for time in app. They want to aim for your time because your time eventually.
Yeah, and that's shit I don't like. I don't like that. But would you give a chance to a game that understands that your time is money and wants to pay you because that you're spending your time inside of our brand? You're looking at me right now as I'm looking at this thing. Yeah, you should be. Yes, the answer is yes, right? But you gamers that hates NFTs and all that stuff like that, which rightfully so. And it's like the problem. My problem with you, my peers. I understand how life works. I feel like I'm the only gamer on the planet. I feel like I understand how life works because, or if you're a gamer that like myself and understand the technology that, okay, so me and Doc probably. Right, because he's another one that understand how it works. But my thing is, you guys have to be willing to give people a shot. Like y'all, like Dr. Disrespect is a goat. He's one of the goats, and y'all shitted on him. I thought at least y'all would give Doc a chance. Like, okay, well, Doc, at least Doc is getting it. Maybe because he's an actual gamer. Maybe he actually. But y'all say he was scamming people and stuff like that. Shit's crazy. The point is, are you willing to give a chance to someone that's actually trying to fix the problem of the greed that's inside of a corporation thing? Nothing you if you just shit on instantly, soon you see here 3 letters, you instantly just shit on something, and you're not going to stop it anyway. But the point is, you're not trying to hit an answer. We're some of us, 2 of us, is coming up with the cure to the problem, and you guys would literally write it off because it's just 3 letters. So just, it's mind blowing.
It turns into your money in the sense of engagement and like spending in the store. And also the idea of they're all trying to get you into the sunk cost fallacy of, oh, well, I've played 400 hours of, let's give around an example, Warframe.
Warframe is fire.
Warframe, I
can't wait till Soulframe come out. Heat. I'm spending money. I'm playing for hours. I'm gonna be in that motherfucker all the time. And then I'm going back to work because I think Soulframe probably be out before us. But the whole point is fire.
As well, play that continually, because if I stop, what was it all for?
That is the thing. Yeah, you have a sunk cost fallacy almost keeping you in the game. I mean, how many people keep themselves in an MMO when they're absolutely seething and don't want to be there, but it's like, my identity is that I'm here, my investment of my time and my investment of my personality and my social links are in here. I'm not enjoying this game, but I'm too deep in the hole now. And it's with this in mind.
By the way, community, survivors, myths, you guys, listen, this is why I open develop with you guys. Oh, y'all know some features that's inside of the game is because the community asks for it. You guys know, once y'all hate something, all y'all gotta do is say, hey, Seth, we hate this shit. And I'm getting on the team, because now we got 2 more developers. Now I'm getting on them, like, hey, they ain't happy. We gotta fix this shit. But guys, you two right here, and other gamers that hate NFTs and stuff like that, would you willing to give a chance to a person like that? That partnered up with, literally, specifically partnered up because of what they stand for. A company that literally is out to stop the scams. That's not the first partnership we had, but the second thing is the second. If I heard about these guys first, I would have done damn sure. Be my first thing. Let's just say the first. Let's just give him that. He's getting. I like him that much. Let's just say first. I like him that much. The first thing I did was to make sure before I even signed the deal for money, I made sure I made a deal to protect the people first. Think about that. Would y'all give a chance to someone like that? Or we just completely write us off that fast? We're trying to fix the problem, right thing. The whole game is just not pay to win, because you can't buy things and then use it. You had to buy it to sell it, right? You can buy it for yourself. You can buy one of it for yourself, but you still have to have the USD to do so, because our native token doesn't work inside of the game to buy things. It works outside of the game to buy stuff. But you get the point. And then you just can't. There's no point where you can just. There's no point in a game where you can buy something to get an advantage over someone else. The only advantage that someone can have inside of the game is 1, skill, and 2, financial, because it's a business. We understand that. We understand that the time is money. We understand that people can't do what you guys are doing. I've been doing YouTube. It's my fault too. I stopped making videos all the time. And I stopped making the type of videos I'm making. Plus, I just started a whole new brand genre. I went from busting scam artists to making a video game. So my numbers plummeted. I was making 3,000 views and stuff like that. Starting off, I went from 10 subscribers to 600 subscribers and plummeted after that, right? But I understand. But not everybody can do what you guys are doing. Not everybody can do is go on Twitch streaming and make millions of dollars. Not everybody can be XQC. Not everybody can be Ninja and stuff like that. We understand that. So we wanted to create a game where you can follow your dream by being a gamer, play a game, build a community, and still make money without being huge. Wow. You're sitting there, because I know you guys will say, you can be a YouTuber and a Twitch streamer if you put the work in. Yes, you're talking to an entrepreneur who did nothing but grind for 13 to 15 years and got to where I'm at. Yes, I understand that part. Yes, but what if that person needs money immediately? At the moment, put that together immediately. Immediately. They need it immediately. What you want to do? Huh? Tell them to keep grinding while they're broke as fuck? No. Play myths. We understand. Time is money. Do your thing. Invest in yourself. You'll get some chicken back. Or not. Just grind. Invest into a key card. One of the key cards, $45. It allows you to exchange money with the in-game money. Some people want to play video games for a living, but they can't, because they just in the slums. They don't have time to wait for YouTube and shit like that. We found the answer for that. The question is, will you guys give that a shot?
That we have some live services to talk about. One of them, of course, you could think about is Anthem. All right, that's one that I think did hit most of us. I played the bloody thing, unfortunately. But what's it like when that investment vanishes? And we have a perfectly timed example of this for today's video, and that is Babylon's Fall. Now,
Sucks.
You might remember us talking about Platinum making the post of, hey, Babylon's Fall, we're here for the long run. We're going to stick by this game. It's going to get content support. No. So this is a $60 game that released in March 2022. Not 2021. 2022. Just really a few months ago. Now, in May, the story of this game was that even though it had a weak launch and, these flatlining player numbers, that they were going to stick by. And now, as of September, the game is being pulled from sale, and it's going to stop functioning completely in February 28th, 2023. Meaning that the game it'll have its final season of content, but that'll be it. It actually will have received less than 1 year's support. And that brings up the question then. We invest our time in these live services. If it can go away so quickly, what is it? And again, to me, what this brings up? Crazy situation. People buy, they invest their money into FIFA Ultimate Team.
Yeah.
Even when, every year, Andrew Wilson may as well.
Now, let's speak into this real quick. I understand this part right here, but again, you guys shit on the same thing that you're talking about right now. So, for example, again, the Gary Vee shit that he was talking about, taking one game from another, just seeing that item inside of another thing, that was crap. I remember when I first started this thing, I was believing into that. Then my business mind came in and I said, that makes no goddamn sense. Why would businesses do that? The business developer instantly kicked in. Instantly. It's like, wait, I build businesses for a living. My clients wouldn't do that. That wouldn't make any sense, so that's not going to happen. Right? So, here's the thing. In our game, we're creating one game, first of all. I just want you to know. So, when Unreal Engine 9 come out, if Mr. Abraxas is still running strong, which we will be, by the way, just letting you know that we will be fire. We're going to integrate and upgrade to Unreal Engine 9. So, whatever you have in that game, it will be able to, it'll still be the same game. But the point is, let's say that we do a Warframe and create a new title that's the same universe as Myths, right? Same universe as the hidden universe, right? Because that's the universe, that's the name of the multiverse that we're creating. And we create a new place and a new story, right? We create a new story, and you guys like, well, fuck, I just paid all this money inside of this game. What can I do with the stuff that's in this game? I want to go play that game. That game might even be better than this at the time. Who knows, right? But I want to play that game. What we're going to do is implement our stuff that the people bought now and while the game is running, so they'll be able to take that to the new game. But you can't do that with this. I understand that sucks, but you guys are realizing that sucks. That's what you're saying right now. You're realizing that this shit sucks, and this is what NFTs is supposed to do. Again, we're not an NFT game. We understand that NFTs are made for one, receipts, proof of ownership, and authenticating things. Other than that, I can't see how we're a digital collectible game. I should say that. All right, this is digital collectibles, but this is what the digital collectible gaming, where you can actually own ownership of digital collectibles. This is what they're trying to bring to the space. Well, I'm not going to say us. We're trying to bring that to the space, because other games, I don't know what the hell those guys are doing. They're running around in circles with their heads cut off. Only people I can say, I don't know how Doc's business plan and his business model is, but I just know that we are number one when it comes to business models inside of the business, inside of the game. And the game is a business. Just want you to know that the game is a business. We're not afraid to say that. And if you go, we don't want to run a business inside a game, then if you play Final Fantasy 14, then you're a clown for saying that. And if you play Grand Theft Auto Online, and you have businesses on Grand Theft Auto 5 online, and you're saying that, then you're a fucking bozo. I just want you to know that. We just took those aspects and just said, hey, you can actually make money doing that now. So, let's get back to the video.
I'll just take his lighter and some petrol and just go...
Yeah.
Because sure, your FIFA Ultimate Team boyos still do exist, but not in the game that people are playing.
Yeah, so that, well, I mean, if a FIFA Ultimate card pack opens in the woods and no one's around to hear it, did it open?
Who knows?
Something along those lines of
Did EA's account go up? Yes.
Oh, yeah, of course. But that's a fun thing where you think about it even from the perspective of Babylon's Fall is a $60 game. You're like, a $60 game with less than a year of support? You're like, it was by large and by far a roughly complete game when it actually released.
Here's where my difference comes with this again. So as on the business aspect, you pay $60. We did all this work for the game, give you experience, you played it, you had fun and stuff like that. But you want the game to go on forever. Like what the gamers, we have to stop this entitlement spoiled shit. Going into that Grand Theft Auto 6, we have to sit down and shut the fuck up. I'm on both sides. I am the right now. Well, I hired 2 developers, but was the only developer. So the stuff that you see now, I was doing that myself. But I'm in both chairs. But even I wouldn't have said what was said about Grand Theft Auto 6 leaks. We sit here, and I'm not gonna say us, all of us, because maybe it might be the people on Twitter, but gamers sit here and complain about things not coming out, taking too long for like Star Citizen, which I understand. Star Citizen, you should definitely have grabs for Star Citizen or Astral Creation. I think Astral Creation will be great. But it's taking too long to come out. But then when someone puts the game out unfinished, you get mad. But then when Grand Theft Auto leaks came out, one is completely in pre-alpha, the same state that we're in. We're earlier stage than that. We're not even a year old yet. But y'all seen that and said that looks like trash. Talk about Grand Theft Auto 6. This is one person versus 1,000 people, right? So I can understand if you said my shit look like trash, which it doesn't, but I would understand it's one person. But there's 1,000 people working on that. If they got what they got, they basically got a little more than what we got. But there's a little more fleshed out, right? And you said that was trash. That looks like dog shit. This game looks unfinished. And you jackasses is because it is unfinished. It's not even 10% finished. But people were saying things in the community of gaming, just talking shit about it. But then you had one fool said that everyone knows that the graphics comes first inside of a game. That makes no sense. This is what our game used to look like before it looked like what it looks like now. Do you know? And then, the other devs, shout out to my devs, came out and stood up for Grand Theft Auto. When this is me as a dev standing up for Grand Theft Auto, I want you to understand, do you know that if we worked on the graphics first inside of a game, to build it would be impossible? All the rendering and preparing the shaders and all that. Come on, stupid. Come on. Think about it. You talk, and then the game come on. The FPS is bad. Well, you told me to work on the graphics first.
It was just kind of shitty, so that's fine. Where you're like, that maybe that's not the problem to like focus on. Of like, oh well, because then it comes into the realm of, oh well, if you paid $60, how long are you entitled to support a game for?
Oh, speaking of that, so if you pay $20 for chicken, should you get a plate of Affinity chicken? I just want to know. This is for the gamers that think that games should be supported forever after you pay $60 for it. I just want you to do the math. So for you guys that work hourly, so if you make $7 an hour, I pay you $7 for 1 hour. You should, matter of fact, figure the hour. I pay you $7. You should work Infinity now. Now you work for me for Infinity time because I paid you $7. It's the same logic. What are we saying here?
And that results in this, like, well, I paid $60 for a game, sure, I'm going to play it forever. The point is that they were selling you stuff in the store in the game. So where was that going?
Yeah, do you know what?
You're buying stuff day one going, well, you're under the illusion that you're going to have this for a long time. And buying the games is separate to this, I think, because of the way it's monetized. But it's just, yeah, you buy this, you'll...
Now, they're monetizing the game, I understand. Now, they're monetizing the game, I understand. It's like, wait, where's the money going? You should be able to support this. You should be able to give me some more stuff if they're monetizing. But if they're not monetizing, they just sold the game for $60. And the Grand Theft Auto, not Grand Theft Auto, God of War, the new one. Let's say the new one that's coming out. Let's say there's no monetization in that game. And if you guys think that you should be able to play that game forever, and they should keep supporting it and just drop a DLC after DLC after DLC with no way to make money, you guys are bananas.
You'll have it forever.
Yeah.
But would you, as an example, would you go into, I mean, this is a bit of a weird one because real world stuff degrades, but would you go into a shop and buy some clothes that had a label on them saying this will self-destruct in 11 months? Likely not, because you'd imagine you'd wear it for longer than that.
Well, maybe not in the realm of fast fashion, but yes,
Well,
absolutely. Yeah. I almost think that a new live service is something that users have got to treat like a Steam Early Access game, like a Kickstarter. Yeah. Really, that's them just saying, hey, pay some money for the initial thing, but really the value is the ongoing vision. That's entirely how Anthem was positioned to people. Now, this video originally started because of this. This was an email that was sent to us of a viewer who started playing Path of Exiles. They invested some money into this free-to-play game that went a little bit above the normal buy-in of a premium game. It was $110, so £85.78, and the plan would be that, okay, this will set me up for years of enjoyment. Now, they alleged to us that they were banned for reasons that were not provided to them. They then alleged that whenever they attempted to find out more information, they were told that the account had breached terms of service, but they didn't actually tell him what bits of the terms of service were breached. So, of course, because of this, they no longer really want to play the game or any free to.
Now, I disagree with this. They're just banning people for no reason. I disagree with this. So here's how we're going to take this stand on that. So we will have a community-based live jury where each person, each server, each city, each town have its own jury and its own judge. Now, here's for me going to my community real quick. Community hidden verse. Go to hidden verse and y'all better start creating. It's 50 servers, each one named at their state. Create a group for basically who gonna be judges. Start coming up with talking to people, talking to each other, who gonna be judges and stuff like that. You better start creating groups like that, because when this stuff happens, when someone is cheating, when someone is doing some fuckery, right? We catch them, we're not going to ban them. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the community, the server that they're in. We're going to go to that community and that server, and we're going to say, we have this guy, he has trial this date, who can make it? Those guys can make it. We need a judge for that. Who's going to be the judge? We're going to make sure the judge, and we're going to let the community decide the fate of that player. Now, the stuff that's going on with Activision, Nadia. Now, I don't know if Z-Langer cheats. It's my guy. I like Z-Langer. But if he cheats, his ass should be banned. Nadia definitely need to go, right? I don't agree with stealing from the community, and I don't agree with stealing from gamers. And this right here, Path of Exiles, just banning people for no reason. That's without reason, that's stealing. But what we're going to do, we're not going to do that. We got a centralization where we can ban you. Yes, we're going to ban your ass if you're doing some fuckery. You deserve to get up out of here. But we're going to do the decentralization way, where we're going to let the community decide the fate of you. Decide, and then we have the last say. We will listen to what the community, because it has to be recorded, of course, because it's court. We will listen to the court session, and the person that's getting banned clearly can defend themselves. We listen to what both parties have to say to make sure that the party that is going against the person that's on the fire seat is not just getting ganged up on, and the judge and the jury isn't just being biased, or just, as in our real life braces, right? But this ain't bias. Well, being biased against the gamer, right? We listen and we will say, okay, this makes sense and this doesn't make sense. Oh, he needs to go or she needs to go, and then we will ban them. Or if they don't, we will consult with the jury and the judge and let them understand our differences, what they do. We could tell them, we understand that you guys are being biased, so we would like to have another court with another group of people. You keep some of you in here because some of you was being fair, but you people who were here was being unfair. So we would like to take you guys out and have another court session for this person. And then that's how we would choose our fates of our players. I like that, right? You like that. Now, the point is, would you guys give that a chance and got inside of gaming though? Because that's what Myth's story of Abraxas, the only blockchain game that I know that's doing so many things. Again, the first thing we went to was protection first. We wanted to protect our community. So that's the first partner we got. Second, but you get the point. We want to protect our community. So first, we want to bring protection to the space. Second, we want to bring transparency to the space. And third, we want to make sure that you guys get everything that you guys want. You guys want to live your life and do this thing where you guys can make an income. This is going to give it to you. You guys want to have a fair trial when it comes to banning. You want people to be like people like Nadia and stuff like that. If they're blatantly knowing they're cheating, you want them to be the fuck up out of here. Yeah, we allow you guys to do that. That you guys, the community, you guys don't want that. You don't want that. That person is out of here. If it makes sense though. We don't want that to be unfair. Everybody hate this person, and they just ban them because they hate them. No, we don't want that. But we're not gonna watch the rest of this crap. Because this video's crap. This is a crap video. Bad take. This is a bad take. Even though they're expressing their gripes and stuff like that. But the reason why it's a bad take is because these guys dunk on NFT gaming, blockchain gaming. And the reason I'm saying, and again, all of their points is valid. But here's my problem: is when they hear the 3 letters, they don't get shit a chance. Nothing gets a chance. This is like a blockchain game, trash. That's my problem with them. So with that being said, I did this video 3 times. I'm not gonna do it, but just know, go watch the video. Subscribe to these guys. These guys are pretty cool kids. Like them and watch the video. You see for yourself. But yeah, they probably saying some stuff that again prove my point. I watched the video. Just I'm saying the price so you can understand. Watch the video yourself. With that being said, I'm out of here, y'all.
Name is